What's up, guys? Today is 6/10/2017. Welcome to episode 1 of Daily 1%. Daily 1% is a channel where I talk about things I learned on that day. In fact, we all learn things every single day, but unless you recollect it at the end of the day, or at least at some point of the day, and try to express that in words and kind of explain it yourself what you learned that day, you will not be able to reinforce what you have learned. So a lot of times you might repeat the same mistakes if you're not aware about the things you learned and the things and the mistakes you recognized on that day. So you have to keep reinforcing it yourself and kind of talk about it and kind of structure it and write it and have a clear idea about what you have learned. So Daily 1% is my 1% learning every single day. The idea is that once I do it consistently, I will be able to learn consistently. So with that being said, I'll get down to the main idea behind today's Daily 1%. And before that, one of the main goals in this Daily 1% videos is that the first thing is that this is going to be an audio podcast thing. An audio recording, not a video recording, because I think it's important for me to first improve my audio skills, my talking skills, before I focus on my video skills. Because I have to first practice free flow, how to talk without any problems, and it might take some time. I'm not used to talking like that, talking free flow in my life. So one of the first things is that I will not be making video at this point because I had to first focus on the audio. The second part is that I'm recording this with no preparation. All I have is bullet points about the topic that I will speak, which I kind of spend probably like couple minutes in a day to figure out. Apart from that, there is no preparation, no retries. I'm recording this video, this audio in like one take, no retries, and the idea is to improve my free flow and charisma in the way I speak, and my final North Star is to be able to speak like Gary Vaynerchuk. That's my North Star. With that being said, let's get to the first lecture and the first topic of the day, and that is learning from external feedback. Okay. This was my biggest learning yesterday. Okay, what happened yesterday was that one of my friends asked me to explain my business, and I explained to him like what I began a new company. It's just 2 months old, and I explained to him about my company. So a couple hours later, I met him again, and I asked him how was my explanation. He said, I was explaining it too casually. I was not showing my commitment, showing my interest, my passion for the business that I'm building, and that he just felt I'm talking very casually, and that made him actually forget what I was talking about. He felt that he actually forgot the business because I was not explaining to him in a way that he want to listen. Because for me, I was just explaining to him like, basically it's a small company. I just began last week. It's last month. It's just my idea is this, but it might change. I'm doing other job also at the same time. I explained a bunch of things that made him feel that my business is not important. That I'm just doing the business casually, and it didn't feel any important for him that he actually completely forgot about the business idea because of my tonality and the way I was explaining it. So it's very important that you have passion in the way you talk. You have to explain concepts like you actually love and you're passionate about it. That will make people remember your story. It's very important that you portray your story in ways that people get attracted to it and they kind of feel the passion behind it, and they just love to. They want to invest in that business because they want to see it come alive. just like you want to make it come alive, and they believe you not because of your resume, not because of all those other things, your how cool you are. Yeah, those matters, but what really matters the most is your story, the ability to tell people in a way that they feel that you are in this game a 100%. So my external feedback, I mean, you have to always learn from external feedback because in life, you might not be able to understand everything about you. Like you might not be aware about some mistake you're making until you ask people who work with you, who you talk to, and then they give feedback, and that feedback might be the real picture of who you are, because those people listen to you, those people are watching you, and those people have a good a different kind of perspective about your personality and who you are, and the vibe you're giving, and the success you're having compared to you. And this is true in a lot of cases. You can ask your friends, your ex-employees about you. Like one of my ex-employee, my ex-friend, I mean my ex, what do you call that? My ex teammate in my previous company, what he said to me was that one of my issues is I usually tend to be very good at starting, but I never complete things. I'm a great person who starts. I can start things much better than many people, but I don't complete them. I don't hustle long enough to finish it, and that's my biggest problem. And because he told me this thing, not just him, two people told me the same thing. And because two people told me the same thing, I was able to actually make use of it. I was actually able to understand that problem in me, and that helps me to fix it next time. So external feedback will help you to fix yourself, because people will be able to give you idea. As long as you're not, one of those guys who get upset because someone give you feedback, and you only want like positive feedback, then you're basically fucked. But if you're a person who understands negative feedback and takes it as an opportunity for actually improving yourself, then that's a good thing. So today's 1%, I mean, the 1% today is very, very important, learning from external feedback. Well, I think let me think if I have any more learnings from the previous days that are kind of cool, kind of important. Yeah, another one is that is basically selling, right? Being able to, I mean, these are all conviction. Having conviction, being able to sell, all these things matters. But like you have to basically like get out there and express yourself in a very passionate way. And if you can do that, you're gonna have success in life for sure. You'll be able to manage your team. You'll be able to manage your family well, because you're one of those guys like who can tell something and drive people and make people move, right? Like if you watch any Shakespeare, there's a famous Shakespeare like a story where he talks about I think Brutus and Mark Antony, and Mark Antony is a great orator, and he talks, and because of his oration skills, he was able to provide. He was able to actually bring justice to Julius Caesar. So, well, I think oration skills are very important to have a great team, to be able to like bring together a good team, to be able to explain your story to your customers, to be able to talk to investors and get some money. It's all about your skill set in talking and making people feel emotionally connected to you. Yeah, that's basically it. Daily 1% for today. Learn from external feedback, and that's it. And peace out. Have a nice day. Whoop.